Okay, guys, it's a very, very big game today. We've got a chance to make history, and even the Queen has ventured south of the border to be here. But remember, as ever, there's no pressure whatsoever. But are we ready to go out there and give a good performance? What is it, Spence? Why can't you play, mate? Blisters. Oh, f*** off. Hey guys, I'm Aussie Villain, and welcome back to Queen of the South. It is Season 11, Episode 14 today, and we have a chance to make the Champions League final. We're going to be playing Celtic. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? We're going to be playing Chelsea home and away, and before that, we have some bad news, because Ali Spence is missing the first leg with blisters. Of all things, blisters, Ali, really. I mean, just lie to me and say you pulled a hammy. I would respect you more, to be honest. But anyway, the issue, of course, is that blisters are quite painful, aren't they, if you get big enough ones in the wrong areas. So that's a shame. Of course, add that to Ayrton, who's also missing both legs, and it just gets a little bit more tricky than ideally it would needed to have been. Now, the other quick thing to catch you up on is our scholars from the academy. Now, one quick change here. Joseph Akizian is the new left back. That was claimed by a Patreon supporter, so there we go. That is what was his old name? Penkar, I think was the old name. Anyway, it's Akizian now, so we've signed, these are the guys that we've signed up. I usually try and sign anybody with a little bit of potential, and because I mean, a 2-3 star player for us now is Johnny Angus. So that's, you know, these guys are still potentially very good Premiership footballers, and anybody below that is just, he would have had a good balance. So just fill out the squad, the youth team, and he's not a bad personality. So that's usually, that's usually the way that I do it. So that is that. Let's go and see how we go against Chelsea. Now, of course, we played them in the UEFA Super Cup and got beaten. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them, and this is the team we're sending out. I toyed with the idea. Now, we're away from home for the first leg. I toyed with the idea of going with the two up top, but that meant no wingers, which meant no Makriev, and I've decided that Makriev is the main man, basically. We want him in the side. So it's Bursic in goal. It's Rojas, who's back from injury. Not particularly match sharp, but he'll do. Bukiano, Adu, and Emma Russo filling in at right back. It's Mashagi and Mihai in midfield. Makriev, Bol, and Stankic. Johnny Angus gets the go up top. I almost went with Celino. The fact that Johnny Angus has a heavy match load, maybe I do go with him. All right, Johnny, you're on the bench if we need you. It's a little bit harsh because Johnny Angus has been very good for us, but equally, we know that he struggles against these better teams, so maybe with Celino's the sensible decision. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. Now, there are a lot of really good players in real life here, but of course that means they're going to be aging a little bit 10 years on. So this Jerry Sowell, we tried to sign him. He's a very good winger. So the fact he's on their bench fills me a little bit with fear. But as ever, there's going to be no pressure on us. So that is the usual European team talk. And we're going to go out there at Stamford Bridge and hopefully not get smashed. Alright, and here we go. So they are playing as expected, so that is good, I suppose. And yeah, I wasn't sure the best way. That recent form doesn't look great, does it? I wasn't sure the best way to go about this, but I just figure Makriev is our biggest threat. We've got to get him on the field, and we have to play with wingers to do that. And I would have felt a little bit better about it if we had Ali Spence up top. But Celino, let's not forget, is a very good finisher. He will take a chance if we give him one. So hopefully that will be the case. It's been a very quiet start to the match, which is okay. And I don't know if there's more or less pressure on us now, because, I mean, there's a spot in the Champions League final up for grabs, and if we were to win this tie, actually, we would go to the FIFA World Club Cup, which is the real prize here, isn't it? So, oh, that's not good. Oh, what a block from Emma Russo! Ayrton who? That was stunning. Let's give them some more encouragement. Yeah, so that is on the line as well. Here we go. Makriev can't quite play it through. And here come Chelsea. Can we win that with Emma Russo? He's doing a decent job so far. Do you want to go put some pressure on Bellingham? There we go. And, well, let's just see. We're not putting that much pressure on them. But, of course, when they come forward, hopefully we will do. Can we pressure them into a mistake at the back? It doesn't look like. Rojas on a booking makes me a little bit nervous, given that he's just a little bit short of match sharpness as well. They are pinging it around nicely. They've picked us to pieces, and Bursic is there. Should we not be attacking, perhaps? It goes against everything this club stands for not to attack, though, doesn't it? All right, so let's get rid of exploit the middle and see if that works for us here. Rojas, is he going to get there first? He's not. Kai Havertz with a chance to cross. We've got Emaruso now. That's easy for Baba Adu, but it doesn't find touch with the clearance. It's back post again. It's down, and it's 1-0 to Chelsea. And we just didn't get it clear, did we? And we've not... What we're doing defensively right now is not working. So let's try the deeper line. We'll still try and put pressure on them high up the pitch. But the deeper line there is... Sorry, the high line there is not working because they're just getting through us. Now we saw, was it Monaco? We had a 1-0 deficit to take home with us and we were able to overturn that. Now Monaco, of course, is not defending European champions Chelsea. So that's maybe a slightly bigger problem if that was to be the case. But it's a bigger problem again now. Give it out. Don't give it. Don't give it. I don't think it is offside, but... I don't know if it's even possible to be offside from a corner. It's not. It's 2-0. Oh, it was the second ball, but Celino's clearly on the goal line there. Goalkeeper, I suppose, was the one he's coming out. So let's try and demand more now. It's not... It's gone a little bit the way I feared it would go. And if that goes in, then you just think, well, we're not good enough. 2-0 though, if we can get a goal, if we can get one back, then... Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that offside? Offside is our only hope there, but I think when the shot was taken, he's probably on. Oh, it is disallowed. Okay, so we're still in this. All right, we're going to try a higher tempo, and we're going to not try and do that. We'll try and pass it into space as well. Oh, I'm not convinced he's offside, you know. I think it does. I mean, I'm happy he's given, but I don't think he is. But we just need to try and get in at half-time here now, regroup ourselves. And that was not disappointing. We weren't positive enough. Okay, let's go with that. Let's go with that. It goes against everything, and, you know, the no pressure and all that kind of stuff. But we just didn't threaten them. So we'll give it a little bit of time here to see how we go in this second half. But just the next goal is just absolutely crucial. If they get to 3-0, I don't see a way back for us. There's a good ball for Celino. Can we have the perfect start to the second half? He crosses back for Emaruso, down for Bowl. Thomas Bowl. Can he pull it back? It's there for Celino. Oh! Would Ali Spence have scored that? Would Johnny Angus have scored that? It was a golden opportunity early in the second half. And we've not taken it. But we are looking better, aren't we? This is more highlights than we've seen from us. This is wonderful stuff. Celino again. Celino, second time. Oh, Celino. That's it. Off you get. Off you get. That's two. 2 strikes and you're out. Johnny Angus comes on. Complete forward, please, Johnny. And how many times have we seen it this season that we create the chances and our conversion rate is shocking. And I wonder if it's a coaching thing. I wonder if we need to change whatever coach is coaching that, because it's just been a consistent issue all season. And Celino has had 2, would you call, I don't think they're even better than half chances. They're 2 chances, aren't they? Especially the second one. It could so easily have been 2-2. There's a ball over the top. Oh, and he's going to be off as well. It's just not meant to be. I mean, it's a penalty, isn't it? There's... All right, can Bursic save it? Rojas is going to have to come off. Muros can come on. Come on, Bursic. Stankic is not having a good game. Let's get Arkvik on for him. I mean, we're in the semi-finals. It's not terrible, but Just encourage them. It's just not gone to plan, has it? It's not gone to plan when we really needed things to go to plan. All right, do we try a no pressure since we've got anxious, frustrated players now? I think when it comes down to it, we're just not as good as Chelsea. That we had 2 chances, and, you know, if you don't take those sorts of chances, then what can you do? You know, there's a good run from Arkvik. Now, is Arkvik in here? He might be, you know. Arkvik, Petter Arkvik, he has got one back for us. And it's 3-1. All right. That's more like it. Makrayev is only playing a 6-3. He's the one that's letting us down a little bit right now. And he's the reason we're playing with wingers. But it was a good ball from Mashagi. Arkvik made the run. And he took his chance brilliantly. Okay. Well, if we can get another one back, a 1-goal deficit going home, could we dream at that point? Let's encourage them. We've got more anxious. Okay, that's fired them up. We do have another sub to make. Makrayev is just not playing well. All right, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to... Oh, no, hang on. Maybe I don't have another sub to make. I have made them all. All right, never mind. Makrayev, you're doing fine, mate. You're the star of the team. How do I get out of here? Cancel. Just keep doing what you've been doing all year. All right, we get it wide. Muros. It's there for Arkvik. Bowl. Thomas Bowl. Can he play in Johnny Angus? Look at Johnny Angus. There he is. Johnny Angus. Oh, it's not there for him just now. Bowl back. Oh! He's offside anyway. This we could so easily be at 3-3 here. If we can get another one. We've shown enough in this second half to think that maybe... Low line of defence, high tempo. Look at Arkvik go. There's a decent chance here for the second leg, but we've got to get ourselves within 1. It's a chance again, and Chelsea just about scramble it free. Highlights still going, though. Amaruso, no, Adu will win it. And we come again. Angus. Angus has a go! And that was a long way out. Johnny Angus off the bench has actually looked quite decent here, hasn't he? Come on, guys. Can we get the back to within a goal? Oh, there's been enough in this second half to suggest that maybe this second leg is still alive. It's not good. Losing the first leg away from home 3-1 is not a good place to be. But we saw enough in that second half to think that maybe there is a chance. Do we say not? No, we say unlucky, I think. Unlucky. It just wasn't supposed to be done that day. So youthful Queen of the South, come on, stuck. But I just think there might just be enough we saw there to hope. All right, there's a game against Motherwell in the league. There's a chance we could win the league if we win that, but it's probably unlikely having lost to Rangers last time out. So I'll play through that, and we'll be back for the second leg. Okay, welcome back. We are looking to try and overturn the this deficit here. Now, if we were to make the final, it is Juventus that are going to be waiting for whoever it is, possibly Chelsea. They was 4-0 winners, 2-0 in each leg over Manchester United, so well done to them. But obviously, we care about us. And before we get to this, we do need to catch up what happened in the Motherwell game in the league. Now, while we were playing Motherwell, the old firm teams had a draw. So if we were to win, we would essentially have, we would just be goal difference away. We would need 1 point to secure the title. So let's see if we could get the 3 points. Motherwell got the only goal. So, bogey team, perhaps Motherwell got the better of us here. There wasn't much in this game, to be honest. A penalty, and it was Bruce, the young right-back that came through our academy, that gave away the penalty. Other than that, he played really, really well for his debut. It was, as you can see, not a first-choice team. And, yeah, well, it was disappointing. But again, we've just got to favour the Champions League. We may never get back here, so we've got to favour it. If we go and have a look at what that means for the league table, and well, it's 6 points back now between Celtic and Rangers. 9 points is what is to play for, so another win, and it's still there for us. It is still there for us, but it's getting a little bit closer than ideally I would have liked. Ross County, what are they? 8 points back with 9 to play for, so they're technically still in it, but they are more or less out. So we finished the season, our last 3 games, Celtic, as you can see there, Celtic at home, then we've got Ross County and Aberdeen. So there should be enough for us there to get this win, but it's not done yet, and that is obviously going to be a little bit concerning. But so the concern right now is, of course, the Champions League. We know what to expect from Celtic. Why do I keep calling him Celtic? From Chelsea, because we've just seen it. This is the team we're going with. It is Bursic in goal. It's Rojas, Bukiano, Adu, and Emma Russo. Mashagi, Mihai, Mekreev, Bol. Arkvik gets the start with Ali Spence up top. Now, we have tweaked the way we're playing. We're going to go with a higher tempo, passing into space, sort of the way we ended last game in a deeper line, but we are still going to be putting pressure on them high up the pitch. So, yeah, let's see how this goes. We've got to win by 2. Okay, so we can see the team sheets there. It is a very similar looking Chelsea line. I mean, both teams are pretty much playing their strongest team, aren't they? So let's, yeah, I mean, we just go with no pressure again, don't we? And, yeah, I mean, it would be disappointing, obviously, to go out at this point. But, you know, that recent form doesn't look good either, does it? We've actually, the morale's taken a bit of a hit with that recent form as well. So, there is a chance that this all falls apart at the end of the year, but let's hope that's not the case. Like I say, the games in the league, like, I didn't even play Burstick against Motherwell. I just wanted everybody to be as fresh as possible for this one. So, yeah, here we go. The first goal, again, is absolutely vital, isn't it? If we can get back to within 1, maybe they get a little bit nervous. But if they were to get the first goal, we need 3. That's going to be a long way back for us. And is that offside? So it's a long way back for us. We haven't even lasted a minute. Oh. Well, it's just all a little bit easy, isn't it? Could Bursic have done better? Could Barbara Adu have done better? These are all the questions, aren't they? Was it close to offside? I'm clinging to straws. Bukiano's played him one. So there we go. That's maybe a little bit unlucky. All right, so let's go with a more standard line then. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what we could have done differently, if I'm completely honest. Maybe we should have sat Mashagi in as a deep liar, sort of a number, you know, the defensive midfielder, and not gone with a number 10. Oh, good save from Burstick, that one. All right, let's try forcing them in, stopping the crosses coming in. Yeah, there's still a chance, obviously, but it's just a long way back from here, isn't it? But can we start that journey? Rojas gets the cross in back post towards Mekreev. And again, it's just over the top. Oh, this will be final call for Viewers Player of the Year. We'll be voting on that next episode. So yeah, make sure you, if you haven't already nominated, or if you have somebody else you want to nominate, that you get that in. And, I mean, it would be nice to maybe not lose the home leg. Here we go with Emma Russo. Mashagi to Bol. Thomas Bol. All the way back there to Barbara Adu. Mashagi's making himself available, as is Bol. There we go. Emma Russo. Oh, just. If we weren't passing into space, maybe that finds a target there. Thomas Bol fighting with Christensen for possession. Come on, boys. I wonder if we're forcing them inside, if we should play high up the pitch as well and really try and confine how much space they have to play in. We've got possession back here, though. There's the ball for Ali Spence. Can Ali Spence start to pay back the 56 million? Oh, how has that gone out? It was in the whole way. That is 3. I was celebrating. I'm sure you saw me fist pumping. It looked in. Oh, the 2 Celino chances in the first leg. That one for Ali Spence. It could easily be a different story. Oh, and we've given away a penalty with Mashagi. What are you doing? Oh, this is absolutely killing me. Let's go with a high tempo still. It's just, we just lack that little bit up one end, and we're just getting caught out at the back. So it's 5-1 now. It's as how often do you see it? A team like, yeah, the fairy tale story, get to the semi-finals, and then they get a little bit of a reality check, and that, I think, is what we've got here. Wingers just aren't working. Arkvik and Makreyev are only playing 6.2s, so I wonder if we exploit the flanks to try and get them involved. I mean, that's a horrible touch from Makreyev. And there is just a small danger of this just completely unraveling now, isn't there? If 5-1 isn't already completely unraveling. Can we get something going? We're going to be a situation where we're doing the old just win the second half, and that's when you know things aren't going your way. Yeah, I mean, if anybody has any, as I said, any thoughts of what we could do differently, then I'm all ears. I don't know if we needed to be a little bit more cautious and just play Mashagi as he's the one that back nicely. Here we go with Ali Spence, and Ali Spence just giving it away. Makreyev wins it back though. Emma Russo now's got a lot of space to work in with. Can he get the cross into the box? Ali Spence not the best in the air. He goes beyond him to Arkvik, and what about that for a volley? And it is 2-1 on the night, 5-2 on aggregate. It's still unlikely, but you never know. Emma Russo has done really well, hasn't he? Ayrton was, I thought, well, he is a big loss. But I think Emma Russo has done well in limiting that, and not the best from Delit in the centre, but how about that from Arkvik? Absolutely leathered that into the back of the net. Now, I tell you what, if we get a second before half-time, are we dreaming again? Exploiting the flanks. I'm discovering things too late here, aren't I? Exploiting the flanks is definitely working for us. Rojas now gets forward. Can he find Makreyev at the back post? He's looking for him. He's looking for him. He's found him! And it's 2-2. And suddenly, we are back within 2 goals of taking this thing through to extra time. And it couldn't happen, could it? This would be the miracle of St. Petersburg times 10. But exploiting the flanks is definitely working. We have a team that can score goals. The question, I suppose, is do we have a team that cannot concede them? And against someone of the quality of Chelsea, we've shown in the past that no, we don't. But it is 2-2 at half-time. We need 2 goals. We're basically back to where we started before the game. So we've got nothing to lose. We'll keep going with that. We've got anxious and frustrated players, but that's fine. If we can fist pump our way to motivation, we can. Ali Spence, please, mate. And I come back to the 2 Solino chances in the first leg. Ali Spence's chance here. It could so easily have gone the other way for us. Makreyev with a corner. Can we get to within 1? Oh, it's off the crossbar. Makreyev is looking quite tired. So, don't you get yourself sent off there, Mashagi. He is playing well. He's going to... Oh, no, I thought that was going straight to him. Oh, they're in again. Is VAR going to save us? It didn't look offside, did it? It's not. And, yeah. I mean, it's a good finish, isn't it? There's not much we can do about that. Alright, so. I'm not even winning on the night now, or drawing on the night. Okay, so we are making 2 changes. We are bringing on Stankic and Alvarez. We're taking off Mashagi, and Makreyev is just tired. He's injured, but he feels he can shake off the knock. There's no point if he's tired. So Arkvik will move over to the left and be an inverted winger, and Alvarez will he'll go box to box with Mihai being the deep lying playmaker. And we've just got to hope now, don't we? Can we encourage them? I mean, if we score 3 goals, it would be Bursik's only playing a 6-1. I do think, and there was a comment, I think it was Dave in the comment, saying that since I said I wanted to replace him, Bursik has been saving everything. It's just games like this where and the thing is that I don't know if it's necessarily his goalkeeping that's making him play a 6-1 or his distribution that's making him not look great. we've got one sub we can make. Do we make a last-ditched effort of switching up the formation and just moving things around here a little bit? And Thomas Bowl is tied. We'll take him off for Torres as a last-ditched... it doesn't matter, but we'll just switch them around anyway. Oh, and yeah... Can we at least get level on the night and not lose a home unbeaten record? I'm sorry, guys. Yeah. I mean, we're 3 goals behind on the tie, and we had 3 Ali Spence and the 2 Solino chances. We had 3 golden chances, and if we are going to spring an upset like that, then we do need to be taking those sorts of chances, don't we? So there we go, the dream is over. Queen of the South defeat in the semi-finals, and yeah, there we go. I do wonder a little bit how much, I'll tell you what, the England boss would not have liked what he saw from Bursic. I do wonder a little bit if just the lack of morale is not helping things. You can see club atmosphere is not great, so I do wonder how much of a role that played. The issue is, of course, we weren't winning in the league, and maybe the squad depth is not quite there to be able to keep those results coming in when we are doing the full change. But I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. It's all if, buts, and maybes, isn't it? But there we go. The dream is over for this season. And, well, we've got 31 million in the bank despite spending 56 million on Ali Spence. He should be better next year. You know, he will have had a pre-season with us. We've still got money to spend. We'll be guaranteed of being in the Champions League because we should finish top 2 at a minimum. I say that, I mean, we may not. But yeah, anyway, that will do it for today. I'm really sorry. I mean, we got to the semi-finals. That's not bad by any means. It's really good, but just we weren't ever in that, were we? Anyway, we'll be back next time. It will be Celtic and Ross County, both of the home games in the league, and hopefully we'll get the League One there, because if we don't, that means it's going down to the final day and something's going horribly wrong, and then we will finish the season with a cup final against Motherwell, and suddenly none of these games look like easy wins, though we do have 3 home games to finish the league season, so hopefully we'll get a little bit of confidence from that. Take care.